Alright, June 30th, 2011. Short garden update. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a short one this time. The Casa banana has been pretty much smothered by the horned melon. Well, it's starting to rain, I gotta hurry. But the horned melons are starting to turn yellow. So they're starting to get their, especially this one. Can't wait for them to color up. That will be nice. And there's some new one, this little tiny one right there, just starting to come in. Alright, cut it short. Okay, this is actually more of a question than an update. And it's raining now, and it's been cloudy and rainy like this for the last 3 days in a row. So it's been kind of nice because it's been cooler, it's been so hot. But unfortunately, we've got, I think, blossom enderod, if that's even possible, on the gourds. And I lost my favorite, my big Zucca gourd. Okay, let's try that again now that it's stopped raining. But yeah, I don't know if this is the same as what the tomatoes get with the blossom end rot, but this is getting shriveled, and it's really so disappointing that what I thought was going to be my first big gourd, I'm going to have to cut it so the plant isn't putting energy into something that's dying. I'm actually thinking of just taking out the whole vine for the Zucca gourd and starting over. But the tomatoes are doing well. The plant has gotten huge since last time just from rainwater. These things are doing really well. All in with beautiful color. I forgot what they're called. I'm not thinking straight right now. But my red one is really nice. Crepe myrtle, that's what I forgot. So white, red, and purple crepe myrtles doing very well. I love my red one because I think it's kind of a rare color. I don't see it very often. And let's see over here. Tomatoes are doing well. Again, the brandywine over here has 4 tomatoes now. Good. I've never had brandywines. I think this is going to be my year, finally. And the yellow pears should be turning yellow, hopefully soon. Can't wait for that. And let's go in the gourd arbor. It looks so nice. Not too much new. Oh, there's a female, with the, my melon, winter melon. Oh, there's a male. As long as these two open tonight, I can, or tomorrow, because they're daytime plants, I can pollinate them. Birdhouse gourd, doing well. Snake gourds, 2 of them right there. And of course the opos have gotten much bigger. So nice. Wish I had more of those. This year has been the best so far despite all the setbacks. There's my poor Zucca. That's sad. And so yeah, what have I got? I've got a cannonball gourd in here. This has got all powdery mildew, so it's not doing well. Oh, hello. Well, maybe I won't be tearing it out. That looks like it was fertilized all by itself. Maybe I'll get something, but I don't know. I'm worried about this shriveling, and I guess I'm going to call it blossom end rot because I don't know what else it could be. And then the little apple gourd that I pollinated has gotten bigger since last time. It's getting little ridges, colored ridges on it. Okay. And the sunflower is pretty much spent. All the heads are going to seed now. Looks like we'll get a lot of seeds out of it. It's not as tall as it was because the seed heads are so heavy it's bending over. It's got new flowers coming in, but they're not going to be as big. I don't really think they're going to do anything. But what I did is I've closed the gate and the chickens are not happy. They want to follow me in here. But I don't let them because I planted these little tiny tomatoes and they dug them up and I had to plant new ones. These aren't for me actually. These are cuttings I took off of the yellow pear and the brandywine. And this one's doing, with the rain that they've had the last few days, they're doing really well. They've got new growth coming in. But I'm letting whatever happens to them, once they get big enough that the chickens can't dig them up, whatever happens, happens. These are actually for the hornworms that I want to raise again this year. So hopefully they'll get big enough before the moths come and find them and lay eggs on them. But that's what these are for. These aren't for me, they're for the bugs. Henrietta. Henrietta. There, she's whining because I'm not letting her in. And she loves the whine. Sorry, you can't come over here. Now that I'm back on this side of the fence there, she's not whining anymore. She doesn't like to be left alone when I'm not here. An egg. They're hiding them again. Ah, bad chickens. Alright, I just want to mention something about these gourds. I've had a few comments and questions asking me, oh, how are you going to harvest them? How are you going to eat them? These are hard-shelled gourds of the genus Lagenaria. These are not food. They are not for eating. These, once they dry up, they're going to be hard. They're made of wood. And the green skin will turn brown. It'll become a piece of wood, and they'll be hollow. You take out the seeds if you want to keep them to replant. And then you turn them into birdhouses by drilling holes into them, or cut them in half and make them into bowls and spoons, and some people paint them. I'm an artist, but I'm not really artsy in that way. I would probably use them as, if I kept them, I use them as more practical things like birdhouses and bowls. But for me, this is what I love. I love the foliage, the growth, the challenge of growing them, and then just enjoying them hanging while they're still alive and green. I just love the shape of a hanging gourd. So, no, the Lagenaria species of gourd is not for eating. These are for use as hard-shelled wooden gourds. Okay, so what I thought was going to be a short video probably turned out longer than I thought. I want to show you guys the first gourd I ever grew. This was years ago, like 2007 or something, at the house I used to live before this one. And I made, this is a shaker for the pigeons. When I don't want to shake it too loud because I don't want to trick them. But when I make the sound, I put beads inside of this. Let me set this down. Okay, there's beads inside. You can see here I cut it with a jigsaw, and then I glued it back together, and I painted something colorful that they could identify with. And this is dried. See, it's made of wood, and so I use it as a shaker rattle, and when the pigeons hear that, they know that it means that there's food in the loft, and they fly home and go back inside. So yeah, the gourds that I grow, they're not edible. They're wood once they're dried, and that's what they're used for, different things like that.